The charts showed what the disclosure system could not see and could never catch even if they wanted to. This is the testimony of Dr. Albertus Schoeman. The core of what he was giving evidence of is the SAPS asset disclosure system, the lifestyle reviews, the lifestyle investigations, the lifestyle audits, and why all of them are currently failing. Please share my content in your profiles, and please don't forget to press the follow button. Let's get into it. Dr. Albertus Schoeman's evidence was not about one's official wealth. That is not what this whole conversation is about. It was about whether SAPS has a system capable of detecting corrupt infiltration before it becomes normal. Public officials' personal interests are colliding with their public duties. And I'm going to repeat this. Public officials' personal interests are colliding with their public duties. The forms of quid pro quo identified are 1. Abuse of authority to obstruct or interfere with investigations. The Honorable Shongwe talked about dockets that are severed. This is what it is about. Number 2, a disclosure of confidential information to criminal actors. Brown Muhotsis and Fidel Adams are running around with crime intelligence documents, state secrets that are leaked to civilians. Manipulation of procurement processes to benefit associates. These tenders that we saw between Khan, Mohammed Said, and Vali, all of this may be rewarded through gifts, payments, gratification, family members, or private business interests. Right now, at the time of this recording, Ekurhuleni officials, senior officials, have been indicted, appearing in court on corruption charges. This is what it's all about. The system exists only on paper. SAPS already has mechanisms: financial disclosures, gift protocols, conflict of interest rules, outside remuneration work rules, security screening, polygraphs, ethic workshops, and integrity management. But Dr. Schoeman points out one simple thing: the paper system is not matching the real world evidence. And this is what the Khan bundle is all about. SAPS can list controls, but the commission evidence suggests these controls are not dictating the very risk they are supposed to catch. Lifestyle review and investigation versus audit. This was a key distinction. Lifestyle review, basic check by ethics officers using disclosure forms. And then we have lifestyle investigation, which is a deeper inquiry by investigators using additional resources such as bank records and qualifications. And then we have lifestyle audits. This is more sophisticated forensic audit by certified auditors. The shock point: no SAPS senior management case escalated to a full lifestyle audit in the last 5 years. Between 2021, 2022, and 2023, 2024, no SAPS officials were referred for lifestyle investigation. Actually, in the year 2024-25, only 5 out of 823 senior management officers underwent lifestyle investigation, and they were all cleared. So a lifestyle investigation is just a deeper inquiry by investigators using bank records and qualifications. That's it. You give them the bank records. You actually give them the bank records, which means you can actually give them the bank records that you want them to see. The audit power problem. Even when lifestyle audits happen, the auditors have a major weakness. Whether private auditors or SIU officials seconded to SAPS, they do not have independent statutory powers to collect bank information directly from the financial institutions. They rely on the person being audited to provide the records. That means the person under review can choose what to disclose and what to hide. So this whole background checking and whatever, it needs to be completely outsourced to a very independent company. The current form is too narrow. The current disclosure form largely will ask, what do you own? But it does not properly ask who benefits, who uses it, who paid for it, when was it acquired, how was it acquired, was this a gift, what is held through the family trust, what is held through your family business, what is parked in your friend's yard, and what is left at the dealership where you bought the car and then you leave it there at the dealership. This is the Maumela style. That is the heart of the problem. Family members are a major blind spot. Dr. Schoeman said one of the easiest ways to hide wealth is to place assets and companies in your name of your spouse, children, and or immediate family members. Today in the courts, we heard that Imogen Machazi has all these addresses and he claims all those properties are owned by her husband. Yet she benefited financially from organized crime at Ekurhuleni, and she took that money and invested in assets that are not registered in her name. And this is going to come out in the courts. Let's just park that for a while. So if the official's wife or spouse, child or relative owns the company, vehicle, property, and benefit, the current form that the SAPS is using will miss the real conflict of interest. That is directly relevant to any case where benefits appear around family accounts, family property, and family linked assets. Beneficial ownership, beneficial use is the killer gap. This was the most strongest moments of Dr. Schoeman's evidence. The example was a senior SAPS general drives a $3 million car every day to work, to and from everywhere. But the car is not registered in their name. It's registered in somebody else's name. Under the current system, the official can say, it's not mine. And technically, they may be correct and they don't have to declare it in their disclosure forms. Dr. Schoeman agreed that without beneficial ownership or beneficial use disclosure, the official can declare 0 cars while living as if the car is his. General Feroz Khan disclosure forms that were presented by Senior Counsel Hasim showed that for almost 4 years, he had no car. And then 2024-25, he declares that he has 30 cars. Remember that? Missing asset categories. Dr. Schoeman said the current form that the SAPS or the state uses should also capture cash on hand. How much do you have in the bank and cash and underneath your mattress, underneath your pillow? how much cash in hand, bank balances, cryptocurrency, jewelry, precious stones, livestock. How many cows do you have? High value movable assets, loans owed to the official, assets used but not legally owned. This matters because lifestyle evidence is not only houses and cars, it is also cash or watches, the Rolex watches, the luxury goods, the cows that you have in the rural area, any hidden financial flows. Income flow problem. The form does not properly create a year by year financial story. It should show what came in, what went out, what was sold, what was bought, what was gifted, what was borrowed, what was loaned out. Without that, the SAPS cannot properly ask, how did this official afford this lifestyle? There needs to be, if, for example, the senior SAPS officials have these 5-year contracts, year after year, you can't be 1 year, you don't have a car, the very following year, you have 30 cars, and then the other year, you have 2 cars. What explanation are you giving for that, for those assets? 1 year you have 5 houses, the other year you have no house, and then the other year you have 1 house. There needs to be in real life, we live in one house for 5-6 years at a time. We don't hop from one house, and then the following month you live in another house, and then the other month. This is Imogen Machazi. This is what she's telling the courts. She's telling the courts that all these addresses that you have, I used to live there, but I don't live there. And then I used to lease this one, and then I own that one. Hey, ethics training is not enough. Dr. Schoeman's evidence was that in a structurally corrupt environment, ethics messaging alone does not work. If the institution rewards misconduct and punishes those who resist, ethical appeals fall flat. An example of that is Ekurhuleni. Those that wanted to send Julius Mkhwananzi to the disciplinary process were either fired or sent to disciplinary processes like Chief Mapiyeye themselves, or you just simply lose your job, you get transferred like the other lady in Ekurhuleni. That's what happens when there is no, when you reward misconduct. Julius Mkhwananzi put blue lights in the car, and when confronted about it, he got promoted. So the answer is not just workshops. The answer is enforceable rules, detection, verification, audits, sanctions, and consequences. Right now, everyone is complaining about IDEC and their conduct. What mechanisms are there to see exactly what they are doing? And how long will it take for somebody to address and bring the public into confidence about what IDEC is doing? Why Dr. Schoeman's test evidence changes the General Khan's lifestyle analysis that we've been doing. This is the bridge. The Khan lifestyle evidence could be framed as Khan must explain the farm, the cash, the Rolex watches, the 30 cars and disclosures. But after this testimony, the question becomes bigger. Was SAP's own disclosure system designed in a way that could miss exactly this kind of lifestyle pattern? This is the Khan relevant shift. The commission is no longer asking, did Khan declare all these assets? It is now asking, was the system capable of detecting that General Khan held, used, gifted, routed, parked, or controlled all of these assets indirectly. That matters for the minor child's account that was used to EFT 150,000 K, cash converted to EFT, the Rolex watches, the BMW special pricing charts, the farm, the property at the George, the 30 vehicles, benefits from associates, assets not legally owned but beneficially used. Here's the new test. Legal ownership is not enough. The real questions are who used it, who controlled it, who benefited, who paid, who arranged it, who was the intermediary, was it declared? Could SAPS have detected it? Dr. Schoeman turns the Khan lifestyle evidence from a personal wealth question into a system failure question. The exact benefits that needed explanation may have fallen through every single gap the SA built its own disclosure regime.